What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another video. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow this channel. I appreciate all you guys always leaving those likes and comments and continuing to hit that subscribe to help grow the channel. You know, we're pumping out 3 videos a week right now, and I really appreciate everybody always tuning in to the videos. So today we're going to talk about a brand new bait from Yamamoto. It has just dropped today. This is a pre-ICAST release, and this is something that, you know, it's a very popular bait, and I feel like it's going to help you guys catch some more fish. So you're going to want to make sure you tune in and check out this new bait from Yamamoto. All right, well, here we have a 4-inch Senko. This right here, this is nothing new. This is a absolutely phenomenal bait. You know, this is probably the second most used or second most sold Senko style bait in the Yamamoto lineup. You know, the 5-inch is probably the most popular, but I end up, you know, downsizing to the 4-inch quite a few situations. You know, those fish are feeding on smaller fish. You know, one particular situation is whenever I'm fishing for smallmouth with a Senko, a wacky worm style bait, just because, you know, obviously they have a smaller mouth, so they can't fit that whole Senko in their mouth. So using a 4-inch rather than a 5-inch definitely helps you catch more of those smallmouth. You know, I had a great finish at Lake Champlain a few years ago, throwing a 4-inch Yamamoto Senko. You know, this exact situation, wacky rigging a 4-inch Senko. And now, brand new from Yamamoto is, you seen last year we had the 5-inch fat, now we have the 4-inch fat Senko. So this is the, you know, you're taking the same Senko style bait, but making it 20% fatter. So here you can see the comparison between the two. You know, the fat Senko is substantially fatter, 20% fatter. So what that's going to do, it's obviously going to make it heavier. So you're going to be able to cast it further. You're going to be able, it's going to sink faster. So you can actually, you know, rig these up wacky style and throw it in front of your boat if you have forward-facing sonar and watch them sink. And this one is going to sink substantially faster than this one. So it's able to get it down there deeper, quicker. And because it sinks faster, it actually has a little bit different shimmy to it because, you know, it's falling faster, so it's going to shake and shimmy a little bit different than the standard 4-inch Senko. So, you know, obviously this is a awesome bait right out of the package. You don't have to do anything with a Senko. Any Senko style bait is going to catch bass regardless of what you do with it. But I'm really excited about this. You know, this bait is going to be a lot more versatile. So the thing that I don't really like about the 4-inch Senko is you're kind of limited on hook selection just because it's such a small little bait that if you throw a pretty big hook in there, you know, it really kind of overpowers the bait, tears the plastic, that kind of stuff. But with this 4-inch fat Senko, you know, it's a lot beefier, so you're able to put a big flipping hook in there. You could flip this bait, you know, and put a 3-4-aught flipping hook in there. It's not going to tear up the plastic, and it's going to help you catch more fish. So, you know, I know I've seen a bunch of comments here lately. People are saying that, you know, the formula has changed, but I can assure you that the plastic formula is the exact same as it's always been. The new Senkos are the exact same as the old ones, and they still catch the fish the exact same way. So I'm pretty excited about this little guy. You know, another idea that I just had, you know, sitting here looking at it is this would be an excellent bait to put on the back of a Ned rig. You know, it's not going to float, but it's going to have that little bit fatter profile. And you can see he's got a lot of different action there if he was sitting on a jig head back there. So, all right, so let's talk about some few rigging techniques that you can do with this 4-inch fat Senko. You know, obviously the wacky style is going to be a no-brainer. I mean, you can't beat a wacky rig Senko. And now, you know, with this bait being a little bit fatter, it's going to sink faster, it's going to skip better, and it's just going to be an excellent choice for a little bit smaller profile on your wacky worms. But another cool feature of, so since this bait is a little bit fatter, you're now able to use this guy right here. This is the core tackle wacky shot. So typically that screw lock would pretty much take up the whole body of your standard 4-inch Senko. But now, since we have the 4-inch fat Senko, we're able to use this core tackle wacky shot in the fat Senko, and it doesn't quite overpower the bait. So now he fits in there perfectly, and you can throw him just like that. You know, whether you want your hook rigged that way or rigged that way, you can throw that, and that's gonna make him fall even faster. So you're gonna be able to get this guy down super deep with that rig right there. It's gonna have a ton of wiggling action on the fall. You know, it almost vibrates because it sinks so fast. You know, these tails almost kick as it falls, and it totally changes the profile of the bait. But that right there, that is a really good option to throw the new fat Senko on right there. Because like I said, that screw lock locks it in there, and the regular 4-inch Senko is just a hair too thin to fit that screw lock. So that is a perfect option right there for the new fat Senko. I kind of touched on it earlier, but you can now fit a big, you know, 4/0, 5/0 flipping hook in this bait. You know, if you're looking for a finesse presentation to kind of flip, you can rig him up in a big flipping hook, and it's not going to overpower the Senko. It's not going to, you know, tear up the plastic like it would on the regular 4-inch Senko. So I'm really excited about this bait. You know, that's something that screams Florida to me. You know, obviously in a black and blue color, but flipping around a small little soft plastic stick bait like that, the Senko, that's something that always catches them in Florida in the spring. And I'm really excited about this 4-inch fat Senko. You know, man, that looks good on the flipping hook right there. That's the Trocar TK 130. You know, that's the best flipping hook ever made right there. But, you know, and then the other option that I talked about earlier is you can cut them in half. Now we got just a short little nub there that you can add to a Ned rig. You know, you can make this, it's kind of customizable because you can make it as short or as long as you want. But now he fits on that Ned rig right there, and that's a perfect little option. It's just a little bit bulkier profile, and now that's a cute little nugget for those bass to eat right there. So this is a bait I'm super excited about. You know, it's kind of a pre-ICAST launch. So these are available, I believe on Monday. They'll be in store, or in, you know, they're in the warehouse right now. They'll be in all your favorite retailers. Fish USA will have some super soon. And they are available right now, the 4-inch fat Senko. So that's something you're definitely going to want to check out. All right, guys, well, our camera overheated, so we got interrupted there mid-sentence. But as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely make sure to check out all the ICAST releases coming from the GSM family. There's some really cool baits coming from Yamamoto. I can't quite tell you about just yet, but there is some super cool stuff coming next week. So you're going to want to make sure you tune in and check out all the new stuff from Bill Lewis, Yamamoto, Steel Shad. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming. So appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, let me know your thoughts on the 4-inch fat Senko. And hopefully you learned something from this video. Hopefully you can use some of this information to get out and catch some more bass. So till then, we'll see you guys next time.